Pure cunning. Sort of.
Come on, when was the last time you unleashed it?
All out fighting a mob. Back against the wall. Nothing but fist and fangs.
Don't you ever get tired of fights you know you're gonna win?
No. A real kill. A good kill. It takes pure artistry.
Oh, the accent.
Without that, we're just animals.
Poofed.
Now you're getting it.
Sweat, fright, whispers.
If he wanted to fight.
But I never did. Hell, I saw her out. I mean, if you look at the fun, there's death, there's glorious sod, all else, right? I was young.
So how'd you kill her?
Funny you should ask. Lesson the first. A slayer must always reach for her weapon.
Just like I pictured it. It's good for you.
Sorry, love. I don't speak Chinese.
Damn.
Ever hear them say, the blood of a slayer is a powerful aphrodisiac?
Oh boy.
Here now. Have a taste.
My little scribe just killed himself with Slayer.
He's like,
Congratulations.
you?
I guess that makes you one of us.
Don't be so glum, eh? Well, you tell it one slayer snuffs and another one rises. I figure there's a new chosen one getting all chosen as we speak. I'll tell you what. When if this new bird does show up, I'll give you first crack at it.
Now this rebellion's starting to bore me.
They're like the Wild Childs and the other ones are like serious. Cool slow-mo walk.
Not enough.
And we just keep going. But you can kill 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, and the armies of hell besides. And all we need is for one of us, just one, sooner or later, to have the thing we're all hoping for.
And that would be what?
One good day.
Hey! You asked and I'm telling. The problem with you, Summers, is you've gotten so good, you're starting to think you're immortal.
Not really. I just know I can handle myself.
Oh.
I think she got a reality check when she got stabbed. Oh, you got one.
To me.
That was pretty cool, actually. But stupid, but cool.
That's in a second. Ask the right questions. You wanna know how I beat him?
The question isn't how'd I win. The question is why'd they lose?
You're not ready to know.
I'm ready.
I want to see the second one now. Are they going to show the second
I
one?
like this. First one was all business. The second, I shared a touch of your style.
Every day you wake up, it's the same bloody question that haunts you. It's the day I die.
Death is on the heels, baby. And sooner or later, it's gonna catch you.
Holy crap. That was cool.
Death is your art.
You make it with your hands, day after day.
That was really well done.
Fight, gasp. That look of peace.
Part of you is desperate to know what's it like. Where does it lead you?
And now you see, that's the secret. Not the punch she didn't throw, and the kick she didn't land. She knew they wanted it. Every slayer has a death wish. The only reason you've lasted as long as you have is you've got ties to the world.
That's where he got the jacket.
Mom, rat kid's sister, Scoobies. They don't try you here, but you're just putting up forever.
He's wearing the jacket of the last Slayer.
You're gonna want it.
Holy crap.
As much as she did.
Get out of my sight, Spike. Now.
You wanted to know, so...
Did I scare you?
Just saying.
You're the Slayer. Do something about it. Hit me. Come on. One good swing. You know you want to.
I mean it.
So do I. Give it me good, Buffy. Do it.
Spike. What the hell are you doing?
Come on. I can feel it, Slayer.
You, Spike.
Ooh, ouch.
It would never be you.
I guess only in his dreams.
You're beneath me.
Ooh, that was a low blow, literally. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, William's coming out. Aww. Oh, Spike. You didn't really go about it the right way, but... Put it down. Push it down. I don't think...
I'm trying to be supportive here, so don't drive a stake through my heart like last time, but you can't kill Buffy. She's the Slayer. She is so gonna kick your ass.
I've got two barrels here that'll prove you wrong.
Can't even aim it, though.
I knew you'd take this personally. You are so sensitive. How are you gonna kill her? Think. The second you even point that thing at her, you're gonna be all, ah! And then you'll get bitch slapped up and down Main Street unless she's had enough and just stakes you.
Sure. It'll hurt like hell for about 2 hours. She'll be dead just a little longer than that. Other side of the planet, Drew!
This is after season 2.
I can still see her floating all around you, laughing. Why? Why won't you push her away?
But I did, Pet. I did it for you. You keep punishing me. Going on with creatures like this.
You guys obviously have a thing going on here.
Where are you going?
Oh, I was hoping to put this off, but, you know the nothing that I've been dealing with the last couple of weeks? It might not be nothing.
What is it?
I'm staying overnight at the hospital for observation. I'm getting a CAT scan. It's only one night.
Oh,
And they say,
sounds
even if
serious.
there is something, it's still very early if they didn't see it before.
I'm gonna give her a hug. She's going through so much. He won't be able to do it. Even if he could do it, he can't do it when she's like this. Come on, you can't do it.
What do you want now?
What's wrong?
Oh, Spike. Even when you try to be bad, you can't.
I want to talk about it.
It's just being there for her, just having somebody there, even though she doesn't really want to be around you right now, but... So sweet. Even though he's about to come there to kill her, but... William's still in there. Deep down. That was so sweet. Be right back, and then I'll give my ending comments. Oh my gosh, that ending was so sweet. I mean, I know he was technically there to shoot her. I know you couldn't do it, especially seeing her like that. Oh, it makes me so worried for Joyce. I was thinking that it was maybe Alzheimer's or dementia, something coming, but add on the headaches and just the way she's been feeling. Now she's going in for like CAT scans, so possibly maybe brain cancer or tumor, something. Ooh, that's not good. I was really trying to stay positive that maybe what she had wasn't bad, but maybe if they catch it fast enough, oof, she'll be okay. She'll be okay. But yeah, holy crap, seeing Spike when he was a human, seeing him as William, I had never really thought much of what he was like, what he would have been like as a human. But if I had thought on it, it would definitely not have been what there was, because I've only seen Spike the way he is. But to see that he was kind of this kind of shy, kind of sweet little poet, and just seeing how, like, he didn't fit in, and the girl he liked, writing poems for, didn't want anything to do with him. He was crying. Oh my gosh. And I didn't know that. I'm not sure if we knew that Darla before this. I know you guys, of course, know because you've seen the show, but I don't know if it's been told that, not Darla, Drusilla. Did I say Darla? I meant Drusilla. That Drusilla was the one who turned Spike. I assumed it was Angel. But maybe. Obviously, she was the one that changed him, or turned him. But it was really interesting seeing him go from William and then being turned and still being in that transition period where he was changing his accent, and then he still had his, like, natural hair color, more fluffy, and then as time went on, like as we saw in when he was killing the second Slayer, how he had bleached it, and it was like spiky, and like he was more like, his style was starting to come into what we know now, and that he took the jacket he always wears was the last Slayer he killed. But I had hoped we would learn more about the Slayers, and we didn't like learn more about them, but still seeing them and how they died through Spike's perspective like seeing the Chinese Slayer and seeing her different fighting style, like with the sword, and like she had more of like a martial artsy type like style, and seeing how she died, and then seeing how the one in New York, I believe it was, how he said like she had more of a like Buffy style of fighting, and I think that the editing during that second flashback was so well done. How it kept flashing back and forth between past Spike and the Slayer and then Buffy and Spike. And how when he was like holding the one Slayer down and looking up at Buffy telling her the story back, like him in the past, like kind of tell, it was really, really cool in the way they edited that. But Sting and Jealous, almost like, I don't know if this was like a point in his vampire life where he was kind of more serious, not as crazy, because you think he'd be all into killing like Spike does, but it seemed like he was more reserved at that time. It seemed like him and Darla were kind of more like the parents, and Drusilla and Spike were like the crazy wild child that wanted just to make chaos. But I think that even now, seeing what Spike was like in the past, I can kind of see it in him now. The way he talks, like that whole speech he was giving Buffy at the end when he was telling her about the second Slayer. He almost has a poetic way of talking, the way he just structures his sentences. Like, you can still kind of see that in him, especially also especially when she used the same line, "You're beneath me," and left, and he started crying. You could see that was like William. Of course, he pushed it down and went back to Spike, but it makes me wonder, like, if he ever got a soul like Angel did, would he revert back to that really kind of sweet personality? It's very interesting to think about, because Angel, I mean, we didn't see that much of his human self. He was kind of like a drunken, like, not that good of a guy, but, I think he was a little bit closer than Spike's human self. Though, Angel is very kind of subdued and quiet and serious. Well, on Angel, he's been a bit more goofy, but, would be interesting to think, like, would he revert back to that kind of way if he ever got a soul? But, kind of interesting to think any of them, like, we're seeing Darla on Angel now as a human, but she's a soul now, like, seeing how that's going to affect her. She seems the same right now, but we'll see. Or if Drusilla, if she, like, got her soul back, or any of these vampires, like, we've only had the example so far of Angel, so it'd be interesting just to think about what they would be like. And then we also had, flashbacks of, like, the time after season 2, when Drusilla, I guess, had cheated on with that, like, I guess she had been with him with that demon, because she was saying, oh, he's, like, Buffy's still around him. I guess she probably sensed he was into Buffy before he did. And it's kind of interesting, each vampire has, like, kind of their own way of loving. Like, Angel's kind of had, like, a stalkery sense to his love. And Spike seems to have more of an obsession type love. It's very interesting, because, like, they say, like you think, like, vampires, they're demons, they can't love, but obviously they can in their own way. Probably not the most healthy of ways, but they definitely can. So it was just very interesting seeing flashbacks. I always love seeing flashbacks and backstories on characters. It'd be really cool to see more of that. But anything else on that? But yeah, interesting, Buffy getting stabbed. Literally, it was like a reality check, like, this could happen. So that's literally the reason she was like, how did they die? But then once he told her, it's like, you wanted to know. But yeah, that was a really good episode. We had a little bit of Riley, helping out since Buffy was injured. He said they were going to wait till morning, but he goes after them anyway, which is very risky and stupid for him to do that, but it was a cool way he killed them. But it's like, now that he's normal, he's still trying to find ways to be, like, strong, which is great, but you have to know your limits. I mean, it was a good thing that he was out there when Buffy got stabbed, or she might have died. I had thought maybe Spike would have saved her in that moment, but yeah, that was a really, really, really good episode. I always love flashbacks. And it's giving even more insight on Spike. I love Spike. So, yeah, that was awesome. I better end this because I'm getting close to an hour of recording and I don't want it to stop. So, yeah, I'm going to end this and I'm going to watch, I think what time? Yeah, I'm going to jump into the next episode, which is Angel 207, I believe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and the next one. Hope you enjoy. And yeah, see you all real soon.